Hello and welcome to my virtual poster. This virtual poster assumes you know the difference between R and RStudio and how R packages work. If these are new concepts to you, we suggest you check out Modern Dive Chapter 2, Getting Started with Data. The decision of whether to use R in intro courses can be viewed in terms of the ratio of the payoffs of using R over the costs of learning R. In my opinion, this ratio has increased of late due to many reasons, but in particular, the ability to outsource teaching students how to code to DataCamp. But the focus of this poster is increasing this ratio by providing students with data that is rich, real, and realistic, but at the same time is easily accessible and tamed for novices. What do we mean by tamed? Setting an appropriate balance between these two extremes. On the one hand, data as it exists in the wild, and on the other, data that's completely safe. We propose the following tame data principles with novices in mind. All data should have clean variable names, the identification variables clearly marked, clean dates, clean categorical variables, and can be in consistent, tidy formats. Keeping these principles in mind, we created the 538R package. This package takes a lot of the raw data that 538.com shares on github.com, tames this data, and makes it available in an R package along with its documentation and a link to the original article. Let's take a look at a couple of example data visualizations using base R or R out of the box, and also using the GG formula package, which was the focus of Wednesday's Tech Talk. This code is available at the following link. Let's first load the package and the US BERS 1994 through 2003 dataset. The first thing we see on the right is a link to the original article. Providing this to students, they can get a sense of the data's context. Looking at the raw data, we see that this variable date is one that was actually added from the original data, which is a combination of these three. This variable can now be used to easily create time series plots. Day of week was a categorical variable that we also cleaned. Let's take only the birds that occurred in 1999 and plot a time series plot. We see some interesting trends in the resulting plot. There are a series of peaks and valleys. There is a really deep valley and a really high peak. We can present students with this plot and ask them to investigate. For example, that deep valley corresponds to Christmas Day. Whereas that very large peak, sorting the number of birds we see, occurred on September 9th, 1999. Do you get it? 9999. Now let's take a look at the hate crimes data set. This data involves the incidence of hate crimes leading up to and immediately following the 2016 US election in the 50 states and the District of Columbia. Again, there's a link to the original article. We're going to study the association between the incidence of hate crimes and the proportion of each state that voted for Donald Trump. Using the GG formula package, we create both a scatter plot and superimpose a regression line. And we see that the relationship is actually negative. And furthermore, we have an outlying value up here. That dot actually corresponds to the District of Columbia. Again, we can present students with this plot and ask them to investigate further. I'm going to be having a follow-up CausWeb webinar on June 12th at 2 p.m. where I'll expand on this and other examples. For more information on tame data and the 538 package, check out these following links. Thank you.